Yes, yes. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Collective Bargaining Podcast. It is always a pleasure to have you guys with us. I'm your host tonight, Michael Hercules. Unfortunately, tonight, my co-host won't be here tonight. I'm not sure why actually just disappeared to. I don't know where it is. But we have somebody filling in for him. He's got big shoes to fill in, but I think he can do it. Piankhi Toussaint, how you doing, my brother?
Smaller feet and a better face, bro.
I love it. I love it.
What can I say? What can I say, man?
Yeah, man. It's a pleasure to have you filling in today. I appreciate you coming.
Yo, man, I'm happy to be here, bro. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you know, you have a busy schedule, so I just want to say thank you, sir. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, my brother. Yeah, so
All right.
it's always a good time when Indiana's in the playoffs, man. I got time.
All right,
I make the time.
All right. Before we talk about all this playoff stuff. So
Right.
last week we didn't get a chance to hit it. Me and Ato didn't get a chance to hit it, but this week I wanted to get your thoughts on the selection of the USA Olympic team.
I think it's okay. I know a lot of people were talking about the exclusion of Kyrie.
Myself included.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I mean, they got the length, you know, they got the speed, they got the skill, you know. They're lacking in size because I don't know if Joel will actually play. If he were healthy,
Right.
I would say they've got the size as well.
Don't forget, this is next year. It's not this. I mean, wait,
Isn't
when's
it now?
Olympics?
It's July.
This is
July, bro.
July. Yeah, this is July.
I'll be there. I'll actually be there,
Yeah.
bro. I'm telling you, man. I want to be there. Yeah, so I'll try to catch a game. Or two. The world has caught up. Every year the issue with the USA is size.
Every year, yeah.
Every year, they're not as youthful as they were. You know, you've got was it Durant, James? I mean, I don't know. Steph. It's
Yeah. So apart from that, what did you think about the whole selection process? As in, it wasn't just to go off what Kyrie said.
Yo, I was like, wow, that's Grenada.
We just pick a team.
I was like, that's friend thing, boy. It reminds me of the conversations that they used to have about the '92 Dream Team, where they were just like, "Oh yeah, let's just leave Isaiah off," I'm not saying that they intentionally left Kyrie off. I'm just saying it was what happened to the whole selection process. Where was that? Why is Kawhi on the team? That's another one.
I mean, Kawhi, to be fair, when he's healthy, is one of the top 10 best players in the NBA.
I mean,
So,
okay.
You
just said when he missed game
So
one. He missed game one of the playoffs.
Come on, Pete.
He didn't look great in game two.
We talking about a couple months from now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So he has a little time if they're eliminated by the Mavs.
Wow.
Foreshadowing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Clairvoyant Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're eliminated by the Mavs, they have some time to get healthy and come back, strong.
Nah, bro.
I mean, there was some there were some selections that I didn't understand it, because to me, like my boy No Chill Gill, which a lot of people don't agree with most of the time, that's fine. He has
talks a lot
outrageous
of.
takes. He has a lot of outrageous takes, but there's some I agree with. And what I agree with
open words jump out. That's
Gil. But Gil made a point that you should be taking the best players and not trying to build a team.
And you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, think about it. So the dream team, all of them were the best players in the league at the time, except for
Christian
Laettner. Right. Okay, so that's when they just wanted to have one guy from, and then the next year after that, it was the best players in the league. The next Olympics was the next best players. The next Olympics was the best players. So it was like one through 5. You had players that were the best players in the league as backups, and if you were down, you're the second best player in the league, and he was a backup. Right. So based on the position, I should say, right? So this time it just seems as if it's more of a they're trying to build a team. So let's say, like an NBA team, you have your 2 stars, and then you try to build around that. You get some shooters, some 3-and-D guys. I need a big man to play defense, get some rebounds, so our stars can star.
You're right. I think. I mean, I don't mean this in a bad way, right? But the NBA has proven to be a copycat league, right? And when they see that the way they've lost in international competition over the past few years, they've seen the way they've lost. And they've lost to teams that have been together for years, and these international teams, these not international teams, sorry, these national teams from other countries are teams with players that have been playing together for years. They are well-oiled machines. They are good teams. They have people with clearly defined roles, and they operate as such. And the USA has been a lot of just mix and match talent. And, before they had justified arrogance, to say, we just put together a team and beat everybody. And then it's been proven that's now that's not quite the case,
Okay. So, I mean, I agree that it's not as cohesive as it used to be, but that's mainly because the rest of the world have caught up.
Correct.
So while the formula still works, yes, the rest of the world has still, they've gotten better, but it doesn't mean that the formula is not working. So why change it?
Because they literally lost. They lost the FIBA World Cup, right?
They didn't send the best. That was my point. They didn't send you. Okay. If you didn't send the best, I could understand you losing, right? But if you lost sending the best that you have, then I can say, all right, let's change up the formula a little bit. But you didn't send your best. You send second
tier players,
second tier maybe, some even third tier players. So I was like, wow, what are we doing?
All right, so let me ask you this. This is a genuine question because I don't remember. The Olympic team before the redeemed team, right? The one that lost. Weren't they the best?
They didn't have the best players.
No, that wasn't LeBron and Melo. Was it Melo?
LeBron, they were young. LeBron, Melo, they were young. They weren't the best. They were the most promising.
Okay.
Was LeBron considered the best at that time? He was considered the best, to take over the league at the time, but he wasn't the best in the NBA.
What year was that? What year was the
although Arthur may say differently.
Yo, I'm sorry. I might have to go on Google, man. I might have to go on Google. What was the Olympic team that lost?
The 2004, I think.
I think so. All right, I'm gonna Google it. Forgive me. I'm not sure if that's allowed. He's gonna Google it.
All right. So on that roster was Allen Iverson.
Okay.
Stephon Marbury.
Best.
Dwayne Wade. You can't say best. He wasn't best yet.
Right? 2004.
Okay.
Didn't he win Finals MVP and all that stuff?
All right. Fine. Carlos Boozer.
Okay.
No best there. Okay. Carmelo Anthony. You still gonna say best?
Right,
At that point, Carmelo was just known as Syracuse national champion.
Right.
And he was the unfortunate runner-up to Rookie of the Year, which he should have
robbed.
Which he was robbed for. We can agree on that.
He was robbed.
Right. So after Carmelo, it's LeBron, right? No best. All right. Okafor.
Right. Oh, Okafor's on that team.
You forgot about that.
Yeah? Oh,
that's right. The Matrix. The Matrix was on our team. Sean Marion.
I think you've made your point.
Should I go on? I still have like 4 other players. To be fair, Amari Stoudemire.
Right. I mean, kind of
Tim Duncan. Interesting. Best? Tim Duncan was on the team. So Lamar Odom. You gonna say best though? Lamar Odom?
I mean, he was a very versatile player. I understand why he was there.
Yeah. And last but not least, Richard Jefferson.
Yeah.
Right?
I never liked Richard Jefferson, but I mean, I guess. Yeah, I was never a fan, bro.
That's unfortunate. I love Rich.
Yeah, I strongly disliked Richard Jefferson.
What did Rich do you, man?
Nothing. It's probably the point. It's like just a guy just did nothing. And I think it didn't help him that he was on the team with Vince. So you see Vince's highlight, and you see Jefferson go, oh! You're like, yeah, bro, you tried. You made an effort, bro. All right. Hey,
and then you add Kendon in a mix, and you're like, yeah, you tried.
Yeah, you tried, bro.
Because Kenyon was attacking.
Thank you. And I think, to be honest, in fairness to him, I think that's the type of players I like. There's an energy aspect to basketball that I have, right? If I watch you and like as a star player, and I look at you and I think, yeah, we could win with you. I like you. If I look at you and I be like, we ain't going nowhere with you, bro. I just don't like you. And he was one of those that I was just like, bro.
All right, I got you. Yes, but back to the premise of that we were going. That team did not assemble the best of the best in the league at the time.
Right.
Okay. So that caused them to third place? Third place.
All right. I have my hand up, right? I got question.
You're the only one here. Go ahead.
Question, teacher logs. Well, I hope I'm not the only one here. I hope we have like tons of people on the live.
I meant on the live feed. I meant on the live.
Right. So there's a question though.
Go ahead.
Who was off the team? Who was a star? Who were the stars that did not play? Because
that's a good question.
2004, I feel like I don't remember nobody being like, "Oh, I'm not gonna play this year." Who was the MVP that year? I don't even know. Should I Google that?
The MVP for that year was Steve Nash.
Okay. He played for Canada. Okay. Damn. I was like, why wasn't he on the team? I was like, oh yeah, Canada.
Interestingly enough, Allen Iverson won the scoring title.
Bang. There you go. Tim
Kevin Garnett.
I don't know. I just made that up. I don't know. Maybe he did.
Kevin Garnett, interestingly, was not on the team, even though he led in win share and rebounds, which was very interesting. So yeah, I can look up the all NBA teams and tell you that generally tells you.
Yeah, that's the all NBA. I'm sorry for my lack of historical. I feel like Charles Barkley.
Wow.
Yeah, not to say that Charles knows nothing, but he's like, he knows nothing.
No. You see, Charles just talks. A lot of guys just talk, and
he's like Jon Snow.
Wow.
Yeah,
most didn't get that reference, but all right.
Okay.
So let's go. First team All NBA in 2004 season.
2003, 2004, right?
2003, 2004 season.
Correct. Let's go.
Right. The first team was Tim Duncan.
He's on the team.
Right. Kevin Garnett.
Probably injured.
Shaquille O'Neal, not on the team.
Out of shape.
Okay. First team though. All right. Kobe Bryant, not on the team.
Jason
Kidd, not on the team. All right, so let's go now. Second team, Tracy McGrady, not on the team.
Back spasms.
Peja Stojakovic, your boy
Not
Peja.
from America.
Not from America. Jermaine O'Neal, not on the team.
Broken hand.
Ben Wallace, not on the team.
Okay.
Mr. I'ma get bucks like Milwaukee because like Sam, I can sell, not on the team.
Yeah, he was out of space.
Idiot. Third team, Ron Artest, not on the team.
Sorry.
Dirk, well, not from the U.S. Yao, not from the U.S. Byron Davis, not on the team. And Michael Red, not on the team. So you tell me, only, well, how much was it? 2 players?
Yeah.
Tim Duncan?
Those are media awards, bro.
All NBA. All NBA.
Yeah, that's not, all right, fair enough.
All right. So you see, so the point is, if you don't put the best players, they've shown that when you put the best players on the team, on the American team, that they win the gold. When you don't, you put some tier 2, tier 3, sometimes tier 4 guys, and they don't win. They come third, and then there's this, all of a sudden there's a panic. Oh my God, we're not the best anymore. Well, you didn't send the best to begin with. You thought you could win with your second tier.
To your point, though, do you think Kyrie would be all NBA this year?
No.
Okay.
But what Kyrie has done is he has proven that on the biggest international stage that he can perform.
Right.
Okay. So
maybe that's what those guys did in like 2004.
No, but he won. The difference is he won.
Okay, fair.
So the last time he played, he was Mr. Clutch in the fourth quarter.
Okay, fair enough.
Right. So I can't remember if it was I don't think it was the Olympics, but I think it was one of those FIBA, the World Cup or something like that. And he was, so out of everyone apart from LeBron, Carmelo, and 1 or 2 other guys, he has the most international experience, and he has shown that he knows how to play the international game. So that's why I just thought that, it would have been, while he may not have been like a first or second choice, because you're trying to make Steph, LeBron, KD have like a final curtain kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
I thought he would have been like one of the last choices,
Gotcha.
like where Kawhi was. And while I fully don't understand why Drew Holiday was one of the first picks,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like maybe I could be wrong, but I feel like there's something against Kyrie and Carmelo, man. Because I remember even when Carmelo was dying, begging to get back on that team, man, and they didn't even give him a chance, bro.
Yeah.
Sad.
Not just on the team, but in the NBA in general. I think he was blacklisted for some strange reason.
Yeah, because he scoffed when they asked him if he'll come off the bench. Don't you dare scoff.
To go back to a great player in AI. Does AI come up?
Oh, I thought you were looking at my screen.
Oh no.
See number 31 dropping a 3 ball right there. Greatest clutch shooter of our generation, Reggie Miller. Anyway, I digress.
Of our generation?
Of any generation.
Okay. You see now we're talking.
Yeah.
All right. So now we got that out of the way. Let's
we'll come back later though.
Yeah, of course we'll touch this back later. But let's actually go across now to the playoffs.
All right.
And across there. Obviously we've had a lot of games go so far. And we were discussing this today actually. There hasn't been a lot or any media coverage of the Orlando Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers game.
It's so sad.
It went that far as to the fact that when I saw a meme on one of the social media platforms, I was like, "Oh yeah, they are playing in the playoffs." Why do you think that is, Pete?
Because neither of them have a chance. No, no. No, listen.
Wow.
Listen. No.
Just be brutally honest.
Hear me out, right?
All right, cool.
So you don't think Miami's gonna go to the finals, right? You don't
Not
think
without Jimmy. Not
so?
without
All right,
Jimmy.
okay. But they're playing against the favorites, which is
Okay. Boston. Right.
Right. Then you have
Well, the East favorites, I should say, because I think most people's favorites are the Nuggets.
Then you got the 7th seed is Joel Embiid and the Sixers going against the Knicks, right? The most popular franchise, basically, right? Or one of those, right?
Correct.
There you go, right? And you want to see Joel Embiid could have been MVP if you weren't injured. So there's that, right? And some people seem to think that there's a possibility that if he were healthy, he can come from the 7th seed and make it all the way to the finals as well, right? That's that, right? Then you have the Pacers versus the Bucks. I mean, come on. I love the Pacers, but I know they're not right. They're not a favorite, but they're playing against the Bucks. Giannis, Dame, you know what I'm saying? All of that good stuff, right? And then you've got Cleveland and the Magic. Yeah, you got two teams. Played each other. So it's like,
so then I answer this.
All right, go ahead.
The Thunder have a better shot than the Magic or Cleveland. The Thunder or the Pelicans have a better shot than Cleveland or the Magic. Oh wow!
Technically, no, right? Technically, but that's only because they're in the West, and you're still people had hopes. Some people had hopes that Lakers could possibly throw Denver, and if Denver is out of the mix, then it's a free for all, basically, right? But we know that Cleveland and Orlando just have no chance. It's not. None of them. They just don't. So it just. I'm sorry. We may revisit this conversation after one of them wins the title, and you can say, "Yo, you see, you said they have no chance." Blah blah blah. You know, I'm all for the underdog, but they're not even underdogs, bro. Just no. There's nothing about either of those teams that make you go, "Oh,
I'll watch this."
Yeah, like even when last year and the year before, when Heat were underdogs, there's this Heat culture. They're gritty, they grind, they play defense, they don't give up, they keep going. You know, and that's the Heat. You know, you can outwork people that are better than you. So, you know, you give them a shot. You know, you look at Indiana, you know, the highest scoring offense in the league. They can outscore you. Maybe they'll outscore you. Maybe they'll run and gun and outscore you. And then you got Orlando. Yeah.
Orlando's been a good team all season.
Yeah,
a solid team.
You see,
a solid team. A good solid team.
Don't do nothing, bro.
Okay, so what about the Cleveland Cavaliers? They've been less. They haven't been what they have shown. They haven't been as great as they've shown to be last year.
Right. But Donovan's been injured too. He hasn't been 100%.
That is correct.
And he's
most people don't really care. Well, that as well. But most people don't care about that. That's just excuses. Because we don't care about that excuse when Joel was injured and they're losing to the Knicks.
Right. No, I'm just saying why they have no chance. I'm not making any excuses.
Oh, fair enough. All right.
Yeah, I'm just like, that's fine.
That's fine. No, that's fine. All right, so I got to ask.
Go on, shoot. I got the answers.
All right. Shit. Boston versus Miami. Who you got?
Miami's currently up, by the way.
That don't matter. Boston versus Miami. I ask you who you got tonight. Who do you have for the series?
Listen, last year I had Miami, and everybody said I was crazy, right? They said I was crazy, and I was correct.
You are.
In every round. Well, okay, thanks. You know, but even a broken clock is right twice a day, right? Woo. Anyway, you like that one?
24 chances, though.
Okay. All right. So, as I was saying, the This year though, I looked at game one, and I've
Right.
also looked at Boston throughout the season. I'm not a Boston fan, but the addition of Porzingis is just,
And
just Porzingis.
only Porzingis, not even Drew.
No,
Okay,
no. I feel like Marcus Smart, Drew Holiday,
pretty much the same player.
yeah. I mean, Drew is more solid. I think it's an
Yes.
upgrade, but it's not like, oh wow, now they got Drew Holiday, they're gonna win. You know what I mean? I don't feel like that. But when they added Porzingis, I mean, it's unfair, man. You're guarding him, and it's like you're not even guarding him. He just shoots over you, like
Agreed.
yeah. I dare say he is better than Kevin Durant even at shooting over people. You know, like Kevin Durant would turn, shimmy, fade away. Porzingis just shoots over you. Just okay. Oh, you're here. Listen, I saw Miami go man. I saw them go 2-3 zone, 3-2 zone, 2-1, 2-2-2-1. Yo, they tried everything, man. And they were doing it so well. And then here comes Porzingis.
Whoop.
Yep. No expression on the face.
All right, so you have Miami winning.
No. Boston.
Boston in how much? In 4?
5.
Boston in 4?
I want to give respect to Miami. Boston in 6. My brain tells me 5, but the respect from my heart tells me 6.
Well, all right, no problem. All right, so let's just.
And Miami's gonna win this game tonight. They're not gonna let it slip away in the 4th.
Are you sure about that?
Confidence.
You know, this is the beginning of the 4th quarter, and they're only up by 6.
Yeah.
So
79-85 or something like that. It's all good.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that out there to make it, so you know. And I just wanted to add also, Boston is one of the worst closing teams in the NBA.
They suck.
At closing.
No.
At closing.
No, they're trash.
No.
I don't like Boston.
I can
Boston
tell.
is the most overrated team in the league. And I guarantee you, listen, I guarantee you.
The only 60 win team?
I guarantee.
Overrated?
You ready? You ready for this one? I
listening.
guarantee you that they are not winning the NBA championship. Guaranteed.
So are they going to get to the finals?
Possibly. Giannis is injured, Embiid is injured, Jimmy is injured. Yes.
You always need a little luck. All right.
Yeah, there you go. And then they're gonna go up against anybody and lose.
Anybody.
I don't care who comes out the West.
All right, cool. Even if there's the Thunder
Yes.
or the Pelicans, who had no chance.
Pelicans have no chance, bro. Pelicans have no chance, bro.
Oh, piece of stupid. Piece of stupid. All right, okay. Moving on to the next matchup.
Right,
The New York Knicks versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Who you got?
You know, before I answer that, I really wish Miami had beaten Sixers in the play-in, because I think they would be up 2-0 on the New York.
Or at least 1-1.
At least minimum. They wouldn't be down 0-2 at least. Anyway, but yeah, Knicks.
Oh, in 4?
5.
Okay. You know, originally I had I think last week when we were picking when Atwe had the bracket and we were picking, I think I took 76ers to win in 6, was it? Either 5 or 6. And I did
that was a smart move.
I did that because Embiid was coming back.
Yeah.
But I didn't really take in consideration that he would injure himself again.
And Randall was out. OG was just coming back. Blah,
Exactly.
Blah, blah. Yeah.
So,
I'm with you. Brunson is on the
I
side.
waited. And as much as Brunson has done great, as much as great as Brunson has done this season, I don't particularly like the way his style of play.
Right. Gotcha.
Especially for that Knicks team. Because I don't think his personnel suits him.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Hart is balling though.
Hot as a scrapper. I like Josh.
Yeah, I like Hart, man. He's a comedian too.
Right? He is a comedian.
But Knicks in 5. Knicks. Final answer. Knicks in 5.
All right, gotcha. Now on to your favorite team, the Indiana Pacers versus the Milwaukee Bucks. What you got is the series is tied currently at 1-1.
See that Reggie background on my screen?
I see Reggie back. Yeah.
For 3, splash. Right. Possibly the most underrated superstar of all time.
I don't know if Reggie was a superstar though.
He was. What are you talking about, man?
Okay.
What are you talking? See what I'm saying? That's precisely what I'm talking about. The disrespect and underration of Reggie Miller. Underration. Do you know when he retired, he was top 20 in points all time?
Word.
Yeah, and they still gave second ballot Hall of Fame. Disrespect. Anyway, I digress. So you were saying my favorite team.
Yeah, your favorite team against the Milwaukee Bucks. Granted, the Bucks has no Giannis to help them out at the moment. Wait, what?
Yeah. My brain is telling me 6, but the love is telling me 5.
Your brain is so you have the Bucks winning in 5?
What? No.
Oh.
Indiana in 5, bro.
All right.
Listen.
I would not ask for justification.
No? Okay, good.
No, because I think it's blinded by bias.
No, I am biased. That's why I said 5, even though my brain said 6. But I'm objectively saying that Indiana's going to win this series.
That's based on what?
Just
okay. Bias.
No, look at game 1, right? Let's just stick with game 1.
Right, okay.
Dame, 35 points in the first half, nothing in the second half. Right, the adjustments that were made on him.
He didn't need to have anything in the second half.
No, he tried.
He won.
But he made an effort, and he didn't succeed. Okay. So there's that, right? No Giannis, right? Mm-hmm. Indiana has the bodies to throw at them. And when you talk about the pace that Indiana plays with, right? I don't think the Bucks can just maintain that, and it's very, very difficult to take Indiana off their game. And then when they need to slow it down, they have Pascal Siakam, although he takes some weird shots when he's ready, but that's okay.
That's correct.
Yeah, right. But he's like, I'm not a stats guy, but I think he's like 30. He got 35 and 15 in 2 straight games with 60% shooting or something like that. Only Wilt and somebody else. Anyway, don't matter.
Yep.
But the point is, they've got 2 people that can dominate. That being Halliburton and Siakam. Miles Turner is probably one of the most underrated bigs in the league. He can run the floor. He can hit the three. He can block the shots.
He can defend. Yeah.
You can keep him in a small ball lineup, and he's big to stay bully ball. Bro, Bucks are going home.
All right.
But I do hope they give Doc Rivers at least one more year, a full year, to get the team.
Stop.
I hope so.
Stop.
Yeah. I don't like Doc Rivers as a coach, but I feel like he deserves an entire season. Before they
do what? To show the same thing he's been showing all season?
What all season? You
all his whole career? Sorry, his whole career? His lack of adjustments? His lack to adjust? One championship?
Bro, I looked up one time. I looked up lack of adjustments.
You saw Doc Rivers?
Doc Rivers. Also known as Frank Vogel.
And he has a chip too.
Yeah, these guys, man.
Yeah, they gotta run out the chip. All right, cool. Well, we got that. All right, cool. No problem. So let's go now to the most famous question that we had earlier. Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Orlando Magic. Granted, the Cleveland Cavaliers are up 2-0 right now. Who you got?
Who's home? Who's number 4? I don't remember.
Number 4 is the
Cavs. Oh, no, Cavs.
Yeah.
All right,
Magic in 7?
No.
Cavs in 4?
I feel the Magic getting swept.
Cavs in 4?
Magic getting swept by a team that has no chance. Sad. But yeah. Yep.
Team with no chance.
Cavs in 4. Cavs in 4. Are you marking down my predictions so that later on I can say I told you so?
It's recorded. We're fine.
Okay, cool. AI. I'll deny it. I'll say it's an
Yeah,
AI chat. AI
yeah.
chatbot.
It's recorded. We're good.
It's not me, bro.
It's AI. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. We're moving across to the west right now.
Good. Ready.
Because everything good happens in the west apparently.
Okay.
OKC Thunder versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Who you got?
Yeah. OKC. 6.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah.
You're not even giving the Pelicans a chance.
I mean, I like CJ McCollum.
You don't like Zion?
Where is he?
I think he's out at the moment.
Yeah, there you go. I'll just say it. Yes. Yes.
Where?
Yeah. So,
He's out.
yeah.
Okay.
He's out. Yeah. So they're out. He's out there.
Easy. Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
I just want to add again to the people that don't know. I believe that Zion Wills, even though we said it last week, Zion had the best game of his life against the Lakers in that playing game. Best game I've ever seen him play.
Right.
I just wanted to say that again. That's a potential that we wanted from him for how long he's been in the league now? 3, 4, 5, 6 years?
4?
About that, right? That's the generational talent we were talking about that we saw many moons ago. Yeah. So OKC in 5?
Yeah. I want to say 4 as well, but at 5.
Your mind won't let you.
Yeah, my mind is telling me.
I don't want to rest.
Yeah.
I don't want to be canceled.
I was about to say that. I was like, pause.
All right, next matchup. Somebody stole a win last night at home. The Clippers versus the Mavs. Who you got?
These are two teams that they're almost in the no chance category because they
No
underachieve.
chance.
Yeah, because they underachieve. Not because they don't have a chance, just because it's like they'll do some great things and then they'll go to the next round and they'll be like, bro,
What are you doing?
what are you doing? Yeah. Man. Only because of the style of play. I don't particularly like any of them, but it works better for the Mavs. I will say Mavs in 6.
So you don't think so? Okay, all right. So let's go based off of talent. Obviously, the Clippers are on paper, I should say, they're the most talented team.
Correct.
But they may not be as cohesive in
the
way they play basketball.
Turns basketball. I don't like that.
But they had a time during the season where they went on a winning streak and they seemed to be playing great basketball. So
yeah, when everybody deferred to James Harden, and we're in the playoffs now, and you know what that means.
Kawhi time?
Yeah, Kawhi time, and where's Harden?
But they won. The thing is, all right. So let's think of it this way: they won the first game. Kawhi didn't play the first game.
James went off. Right? Okay. We've seen this before.
Kawhi is back.
Many times.
Kawhi is back.
Right?
They lost.
Right? Coincidence.
I mean, even though you could say Luka put the scoring champ put the team on his back as usual.
Right.
Almost getting a triple double as usual. Right? And stole their game. But that's Luka being Luka.
Right.
So let's not forget this is a 4th and 5th seed. So it's not like it's outrageous for the Mavs to win or for the but now that the Mavs have taken home court advantage, is it 5 games, 6 games? You think?
6.
Okay.
6.
Mavs in 6. Mavs in 6.
I don't think it's going 7. It's possible it can. I don't think it will.
And this is your faith in Kawhi, or this is your faith in James Harden?
It's like the lesser of two evils. Like they both play this ISO heavy ball, but I feel like Mavs have more space and more role players that are willing to allow Kyrie and Luka to do their
And
thing.
Luka to do other thing. Yeah.
I look at it, man. I see Kawhi dribble, pass to George, dribble, pass to Harden, dribble. The only person that seems to like want to release the ball, push the pace, get everybody involved with is Russ. You know, but
Right.
the
Yeah.
rest of them don't. Nah. So it's only for that. I love Paul George, bro. Paul George is one of my favorite players.
Same. I see Paul George as a taller Kyrie.
Yeah. He has it, man. He has it. But
right.
yeah, nah.
No. Okay. All right. Next matchup. Some say he should have never left the Warriors, but the Phoenix Suns versus Minnesota Timberwolves. Who you
So
got?
then, oh.
Oh, what?
Yo, have you seen Phoenix play, bro?
I have.
Oh my goodness.
They played last night, right? It was last night?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they played last. Listen, that game was boring.
Oh my.
I don't think people understand. That game was boring. Also, I don't think people understand as well. You remember during the season, there was a lot of talk about how the league is offense driven.
Right.
And you had teams scoring 120 points, 130, 140. Right. For the playoffs so far, there's only been 2 games where teams have scored 120 points or more.
Yeah.
Right? One was last night with your team, the Pacers. Right? And the other one was the other night where the Timberwolves beat the Suns 120-95.
Yeah.
Right?
Blues.
Other than that, most games have been like 100, 99, 96. Right. And it makes you wonder, like, so the defense was there all the time? Where was this intensity during the regular season? I mean, granted, we know. I mean, yeah, we know you're not gonna play like this kind of intensity during the regular season because it's a higher risk for injury. Right. You can't push yourself to that limit for a whole season, right? But at the same time, you didn't show glimpses. Most teams, I should say, did not show glimpses of this kind of defense in the regular season. So, right. Is it just I don't want to say LeBron is the cause for this, but I remember he said sometimes, why even, I don't need to fight up that much during the regular season because during the playoffs is when I need to turn it on. So did everybody else just follow that and say like, all right, we just need to position ourselves in a way so we can get to the playoffs and then from there we'll turn it on?
There's that. I think there's a lot of practicing that happens in the regular season as well, trying out different players, different sets, different lineups. Mm-hmm. You have a wider rotation. It's a lot of things that go into making your offense efficient. And I think sometimes, in a way, I could be wrong about this, but I can tell you my own personal strategy if I were a coach is
sure.
Don't give away too much of your defensive strategy. I'll save that for the playoffs. Let's go. Like, okay, you do that.
Yeah, but you got to make the playoffs.
Yeah, we're going to make the playoffs, bro. Yeah. We're going to make the playoffs.
We got to make the playoffs.
Bro. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, this is probably going to be. Listen, guys.
No, he's asking. He's not saying he's not. He's asking. For those who don't know, Atwe is in the background. He can't be on the show, but he's in the background. Earlier we said Piankhi said that Reggie is Piankhi said Reggie is a superstar. I said, is he? So now he's asking, he isn't? I was just asking a question, being devil's advocate.
Okay? Yeah, don't do that, bro. Don't do that again. Hey, don't do that again. Right. So let's continue.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, where were we?
You say it wouldn't give away a defensive strategy.
No, I wouldn't give away my defensive strategy, right? I wouldn't do that. Yeah. So when the playoffs come around, right, I know, okay, I'm gonna trap you here. I'm gonna do that
I
there.
understand. Okay.
And
I
then plus,
understand all of that.
there might be
But
an agenda from the league as well.
oh,
Ticket
okay.
sales to push offense, and let's not make it too bogged down and too much defense and full
Yes,
court
because
press.
the refs have been holding their whistle a lot, right?
Yeah,
Compared to in the regular season where I've seen similar calls and they were calling it, and I'm like, that's not a
yeah,
foul. And then there's the playoffs now, and you're like, but that's a foul.
that's a foul. They go
Yeah,
negligible contact. Like
that's
wow,
a
who got slapped in the face the other day? Somebody, and it was that somebody in the
Somebody.
Knicks. I don't remember. No, not the
Somebody.
Knicks, because the Knicks won.
No,
Somebody in
yeah,
the
it was
Sixers.
somebody in
No.
Sixers guy. It wasn't
Somebody
in
got
Sixers.
smacked in the face.
Yeah,
No.
somebody else, and they
Oh,
didn't
no,
call
it
it.
was Lakers. On the Lakers.
Was
D'Angelo Russell. That's what it was.
Oh
D'Angelo
yeah,
Russell got smacked in the face.
I
They were
remember.
like, yeah, they probably like, yeah, you deserve that smack in the face anyway. After what he did to, is he partner name again?
Nick.
Yeah, Nick Young.
Yeah,
Yeah. Get a neck slap in your face, bro. Anyway, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
Not promoting
But yeah,
violence.
but to go back to your point about the hiding the defense, though, right?
Right.
I don't think that will work because then most of your team wouldn't know how to defend, how to rotate.
No, you watch film, you practice, bro.
You watch, yeah, but the best practice is in game.
Listen, bro. I remember, right? You and I, we played in a tournament, and we were the 8th seed, right? And the 1 seed had beaten us by like 30 earlier in the season. And then we were like, yo, we're gonna trap John. Yeah, Sluggy's overrated, you know. And we were like, yo, you know, so he can't shoot. We're gonna trap John, not gonna let him. We did that, right? Yeah. And if it weren't for that play by Shamor,
oh God,
we would have won that game. I'm just shout out to Shamor, bro. Shamor's man. Yeah.
Yo, Shamar's a dog, but that play, that
worst play in intramural history,
brother.
But anyway, people don't know what we're talking about. Let's not. Yeah. The point I was making is that we lost. Yeah, we lost. We lost by about 30 in the regular season, but we knew, you and I, we spoke, and we were like, yo, we're going to go into the playoffs, and this is what we're going to do. And you know what we did? Exactly that. And you know what we were? We were up with about 8 seconds to go in the game with possession of the ball. And then that Shamor play happened.
Yo, I forgot about the play, right? And as soon as you said the Shamor play, I can still see it. Yeah. Because I still don't understand what happened.
You know, I don't know what they call it, but you know, like when you get traumatized and you send things back to the recesses of your brain. Yeah.
Yes. To never remember again.
Yeah. Bro.
But thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I'll be honest, that hurt me for days. Right. Maybe weeks.
No, we should do. I'll tell you what we should do. Just for the people who don't know what play we're talking about, one of these days we should reenact the play.
I can't.
I can. Right? Somebody got a rebound. I wonder if it was OJ. I don't remember. Somebody got a rebound. I passed it to you at half court, and you passed it to Sham for the 3-point.
Because Sham was wide open.
And nobody was around. And all he was supposed to do was hold the ball.
Hold the ball.
Yeah. Anyway, Sham, don't worry, bro. We'll reenact that play for you one of these days, bro.
And then
should we continue?
And we were up. All they had to do is hold. But it was interesting too because the reason why Sham was in the game was because a couple of guys fouled out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and that's to do the defense.
I've never cried over a basketball game. Once I came close to tears. That's when Reggie missed the 3 in the finals against the Lakers. That really burned me, bro. Because I celebrated when he put it up, and then that was game 5, I think. That really hurt.
But they weren't going to win the series, though.
Okay, let's move on.
They weren't going to win the series.
How much more time do we have on this show? How much more time? Would you look at the time? I think it's time for me to go log. Guys,
Wait a
thanks for
minute.
tuning in
Series,
to
B.
the Collective Bargaining
Oh.
Podcast, episode 7. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Oh God, stupid. All right, so
Right.
back to your defensive screen. All right, okay, so possibly it could work, but let's also remember that if you have players in the players in the league, let's say like Rondo-ish, who can dismember a play on the fly,
Right.
or you see that defensive strategy that they're doing. Okay,
Right.
we've seen it somewhere before because most times they don't have any new defensive strategies. It's just how you implement them.
Right.
So you realize they're implementing it away, just like how they broke down the Heat when the Heat were playing zone. Interesting enough, right? He and LeBron just broke that down.
Miami Heat up 11 with 1 minute 57 to go, bro.
All right, well, game's over. It's
Man.
1-1. Wait,
Man.
the Heat? Oh, damn.
Listen,
That's
bro,
crazy.
I'm never wrong.
Okay.
Never wrong.
Okay.
Can you think of a time when I've been wrong?
Yeah, a couple of times, yes.
Well, that time when I said we were going to beat John and them in the playoffs and then Shamo did that thing there, I was wrong.
But it goes back to what I said earlier with Miami, though. I told you Boston can't close, but this is not new. We've
Yeah, but
known
I
this
told you,
all
I
season.
told you that yo, Boston is the most overrated team in the league, bro.
The only 60-win team in the league.
All right,
That has
listen,
to mean something.
let me tell you what I think. I think when I look at the team, right?
Mhm.
I think that Jaylen Brown is real solid, right? I rate him, right? As in, remember I told you that criteria when I look at a player that I think, oh, we can win with you. Not necessarily win with you being the best player on the team, but just win with you. You're a winner. I see that in Jaylen Brown. All he does a lot of nonsense when he's ready. Yeah? See
Agreed.
Jason Tatum? Nah, bro. Yo, I don't understand how people rate this guy.
You don't like
Don't-
Jason?
I don't know him. To like him or not.
Jason
saying-
Tatum, the player I'm talking about, not the person.
Bro, no,
Okay.
no. This dude is why?
Why?
What
Why?
makes
What?
him- what makes him so good? He's not. He's not. You know,
He's a
like they're
versatile. He's a
talking-
versatile scorer.
Stop it, bro.
He's not a versatile scorer.
Man shoots like
What?
that,
How did Reggie shoot?
like that.
Okay, so
This and this is two different things, bro. Yo, bro. Yeah, he shoot like Moses anyway. Big up Moses.
big up Moses, man.
You're making some real Grenadian references right here,
Yeah,
bro.
big up Moses.
Big up Moses. But no, seriously, I think he's an overrated player. I don't rate Jason Tatum at all.
All right, so his IQ is questionable some to a lot of the times.
Right, okay.
All right, so there are instances where I agree that he can drive to the basket, but he chooses to take 15 dribbles and then a step back three, and I don't understand it.
Right.
He's not even a flea market Kobe.
Wow,
Stop
a
that.
flea market Kobe.
He's not even a flea market Kobe.
Yo, bro, he's not.
not.
Devin Booker might be a flea market Kobe.
I could agree with that one a little bit more than
Yeah. Jason Tatum is like a flea market Jason Tatum.
wow.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
Bro, this man, no. So like every time I see Boston and I see him, I go like, no.
Yeah, we know Booker is not a two-way player. Yes, we know. Oh yes, going back to that P. The original question was
Right, what was the original
Phoenix versus the Wolves. Who do you have?
Oh, I told
Look
you.
how far we
Wolves in
got. Look how
four,
far we got.
Wolves in 4, bro. That's
Look how far
a
we got.
sweep. And then people are gonna be balling. Oh, Kevin Durant, he's never done nothing. And look, he got swept twice, and this and that. And you know, KD's gonna say.
So is it KD's fault?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Why?
yeah. Listen to me. Again, let's draw the reference, right?
All right.
If
let's go.
I I personally, right, were on an NBA roster with superstar talent, which I once had, but I'm no longer 19, right?
Right.
I would not get swept by anybody, bro. You see, like how Jimmy Butler refuses to get swept?
Right.
That's who that KD is not that. You know? KD wouldn't be like, yo, Booker, stop! Give me the ball. Beal, if you can't dunk anymore, lay it up. Gosh. He wouldn't do that. He would be like, yeah, well, you know, whatever, and then switch teams in the offseason. Bro, I don't know, man.
I mean, we just, wildfire. We just out here to shoot.
Thank you.
We just out here to enjoy ourselves.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
That's not why we were there.
That's not
we
why
were there to win. The strategy was just to outscore everybody else. You know,
right.
You hit a 2, we'll hit a 3. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but KD is there. It seems like he's just living his dream.
Playing basketball.
Yeah, to me.
Well, don't forget, he said it more than, I'm not sure if he said it more than once, but I've heard it somewhere that he said after the injury he got, most players would not even be close to where he was.
Yeah.
So he playing, anytime he plays, it's like, whoo, thank God I'm here. I'm still able to do what I love to do.
You know what that is? You know what I call that? I call that a beta statement, bro. It's a beta statement, bro.
We're going there. Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you why, bro. I'll tell you why. It's because, at some point in time, you've got to want. You don't have to. I'm just saying. But you gotta want to win. You gotta want to dominate. You gotta want to show people that.
So KD doesn't want to win. He doesn't dominate the game when he plays.
No, not anymore. Listen, he's not Jason Tatum, right? But he was another guy that I felt was a little overrated, right? I didn't think his handles were great. He's a great shooter. He's tall. He can shoot over the top. But
how are his handles not great?
Bro, why do you think Miami beat them in the finals? See, for his height. Bro, Wembanyama, right? Has handles. Just has handles, just in general. Not for his height. He's got handles. KD has handles for his height. This is my point.
Yeah, because at the time, KD was an alien. See what I did there? Right? Because, you didn't have guys that tall, dribbling like a god kind of thing.
Right.
Granted, he doesn't have the best, like, handle skill set. But he has...
When they went to the finals, remember? He has that. But remember when they went to the finals, Norris, Cole, and Chalmers were
they were small guys.
Whatever, man. I just always see, and now that he has that injury, he's a little older. He does a lot of that. He does the same thing. He takes a 3, he goes to the mid range, posts up, shimmy.
But now I find the games that I watched, it looked like he was deferring more to Book and Beal, and he'd take his shots whenever he could take his shots. That's what it looked like to me. But the offense is not like a cohesive offense. It's really like my turn. Oh, your turn. Okay, you go ahead.
Exactly.
Give me. I got it.
The Clippers.
But I think it's a little worse than the Clippers. At least when Russ is out there, there's a little bit of
tempo.
Yeah, a little tempo. The ball passes. When Harden is there, sometimes when he feels it, he will break down the defense, get a nice little pass around going, a nice little screen in a row. But with the Suns, for sure, even though they have 3 dynamic scorers, it's legit. My turn, your turn, your turn.
Yeah,
my turn.
They going home.
Okay, so
they're not getting out the first round.
Suns home in 4.
Suns in 4.
Suns home in 4.
Suns home in 4.
All right, and the last matchup, the last but not least matchup,
Denver
the most famous matchup. Wow, well done. I didn't even finish.
Just nuggets.
Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets versus the
Nuggets with dip.
versus the Los Angeles Lakers.
Gold nuggets.
So you got Nuggets in 4.
Chicken nuggets.
Nuggets in 4 again.
Yeah. Colorado.
Atwell says
ignore Atwell, bro.
Lakers in 7.
Bro, don't even read that. Minimize that. Can we when this is actually posted and stuff, can we actually delete that part where you read his
no, we can't. It's there forever.
Shucks. Bro, what a terrible take. Actually has no credibility now.
No, it's just gone. So this is I watched the first game and I watched the first half in the second game. So I watched the first game and I realized in the first half LeBron and AD were gassed, even though I think they were up after the half in the first game, and they were gassed after the first half, and then it was all downhill from there.
Right.
So I was like, okay. So then I watched the second game, and I watched the first half because I only watched the first half, and it was a lot of the same. The only difference was D'Lo was making threes.
Right.
So I'm like, LeBron still looks gassed, AD still looks gassed. All right, I'm gonna bet they playing this great style. All you hearing is Lakers for 3, bang! Lakers for 3, bang, bang! And I was like, okay, how much did I buy? Oh, it's only 15. I thought they were up 25.
Right. And
I was like, okay, LeBron looks gassed. AD looks like yeah. So I'm gonna bet they're gonna lose. I don't know. What rhymes with gas?
Brass. Okay. They're not.
What was what? Okay.
They're not winning, bro. It's
just
right, yes, they're not. They're not.
Okay. I mean, do you blame Ham, the coach?
You always blame Ham, bro.
I mean,
after Christmas time.
I eat ham.
January reaches, you're like, yo, bro, what happened?
Yo, I had some ham.
Bro.
I had a lot of ham.
Yo, Darvin Ham, bro. I mean, you know, Darvin Ham reminds me of a younger Dr.
Frank Vogel?
Dr. Rivers.
Okay.
Not so much that he is terrible,
but
he seems to be all right at being motivational and pushing and drawing up the general schemes and, you know, giving the players belief and stuff.
Right.
But then when it comes to seeing what is happening
on the court,
yeah,
he can't adjust it.
Yeah, it's like,
and he does.
Let me tell you what it's like. I've worked a lot of events. I've done events, right? And then I'll tell you what the difference between a very experienced bartender and one who is not. A very simple exercise, right?
Yeah.
A experienced bartender would tell you, yo, we need to put more beers in the fridge, right? And then you open the fridge and you realize, but there's a lot of beers in here. And then they'll tell you, yeah, but based on the rate that the beers are going, within about 45 minutes, these beers will be done. And it takes half an hour for the beers to cool. So we got to put the hot ones in now, so that by the time the other ones are finished, we're good. A bad bartender or inexperienced bartender would open the fridge, realize it's empty, and be, oh yeah, beer's done, right? And then what can you do? You can't sell hot beers, right? That's Darvin Ham, Doc Rivers, and to a lesser extent, Frank Vogel.
To a lesser extent.
I feel bad for Frank Vogel.
They all can't adjust, and they don't know most of the time who to. And that's not just adjusting as in your defense or sending in our next player. They see, all right, we're supposed to play like a 3-2 defense.
Right.
The offense is killing that 3-2 defense, and they just can't figure out why the offense is killing that 3-2 defense.
Eric Spoelstra, bro. Ratings.
And all of a sudden, and all they have to do most times is just take out one player, and they bring in. And they're like, nah, that's the guy I want in. Yeah. But no, you just, and it's a simple, so most of the time it's just a simple sub, or you change the strategy to a man-to-man.
And here's a point. I'm not gonna treat it like it's my point because it's not. I'm reading it from Artway.
Fair.
He's saying that Ham had 2 challenges with 1 minute left in the game, and he had 2 timeouts, and he did not use any other challenges. Garbage.
Yeah, that makes sense because I mean, even if you lose the challenge, I mean, yeah, you lose a timeout, but
Come on,
it'll flip the game if you win. The hammer's undercooked.
Yeah, and you just soak a little longer. Too much salt.
Salt. You salt in the lakes.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, salt in the lakes.
Yeah, but I mean, I was slow there. I'm sorry. Bang, that was cool. Forgive me for my lateness.
That was very late, brother.
Yeah, it is. It was.
Is it your bedtime? You seem a little slow there.
Yo, bro, my birthday was on Friday, bro. So
yeah, happy belated birthday, bro.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. April is the best month of the year, as everybody.
I'm not sure about that one.
Knows.
Okay.
And Rose is the real villain in Titanic. Everybody knows that as well. Just throw that out there since we're on a sports show.
Rose is the real villain of Titanic.
Yep. And Artway decided to let us know what the worst month of the year is. That's September. Worst month to be born in. Thanks for that contribution.
Did you also know that September is also, I think, is the most popular month to be born in?
Yeah, they're smart. Yeah. You have your children, right, when you're in the most broke time of your life, which is in January, coming out of December there, right? That's when you can't do nothing but fornicate, right? And then when your children are born in September now, you just give them school books for gifts. School books, pencil case, book covers, book bag. You go, Daddy, can I get a PS5? Bro, I bought you a textbook. What's wrong with you? I spent all my money at Carnival.
I brought you.
Come on, man. Come on. Basic Maths 5. Oh, new edition.
Basic Maths 5. I bought you that BN.
Yeah.
What you on that PS5 for?
Come on, man. PS5. Video games are overrated. Promotes isolation.
I want to quick before we leave, right? I really want a quick synopsis of the fact that you said that Rose is the villain of Titanic.
Okay. Woo! You said
just run that through for me. Yeah, real quick. All
right. Think about this, right? Think about this, right? Rose's father died, right?
Okay.
And her mom tried to pimp her off to Cal, the rich guy.
Okay. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Not Rose's fault, right?
Okay.
Also, technically not Cal's fault. Cal is a wealthy guy. Beautiful woman is there, and her mother is right.
Saying, take my daughter,
and make our family wealthy again. Fair exchange. Well, I don't know. It's fair. Based on the time, the 20s.
That's not what she said.
I'm not promoting. Yo, she said it. She said, she said, your father left us in debt, and you want to see our name and ashes in the wind, right? Right. Anyway, right. So, all right, cool. So now it's Rose's responsibility to keep the family alive and help maintain her mother's lifestyle. Unfair pressure on Rose. So from the beginning of the movie, unfair pressure, and that's all that I give her.
So how is she the villain?
Right. So here where she's a villain, all right? Okay, cool. She doesn't like Cal. Okay, but
that's fine.
But she agreed to marry him, right? So now
doesn't matter.
No, but now she has an obligation because she agreed to marry him, right? Okay, cool. They go on a boat, right? This dude, right, goes to her and says, I know you've been melancholy, Rose, but I promise you, if you submit to me, I will make you the happiest woman in life. And he gave her the biggest diamond known to man, right?
Right.
Okay, cool, right? She took it, she looked at it, oh my gosh, it's beautiful, and she kept it. All right, cool. Boom. Fast forward, she meets Jack, pretty boy, boom, 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 right? He helps her, good, right? Now Cal comes and pays him, and then she goes, oh, is that the going rate for the woman you love? He says, okay, let's invite him to dinner, right? So then Cal says, okay, to please you, Rose, I'll invite you to dinner, right? Okay, cool. So he invites Jack to dinner. Jack comes down
This is
to
not
dinner, right?
This is not quick P, but go ahead.
All right, so Jack comes down to dinner, right? Right? Okay, cool. Jack comes down to dinner, right? Jack, that conniving dude, still slips her a note, come meet me by the clock, right? And then she goes and meets him by the clock and then goes downstairs and gets drunk and stands up on her two big toes and thing like, yeah, right? And smoking cigarettes and doing all that stuff downstairs, right? Cool. The next morning, Carl says to at breakfast, I was hoping that you would have come to me last night, Rose. And she goes, oh, I was tired. Well, yeah, tired doing what? Right? Okay. So he goes, oh, no doubt your excursions below Delta were exhausting. Right? And she goes, oh, I see you had that man follow me. So the man followed her.
Right.
And she was pissed off. And he said, Rose, you're not to do that again. And she said, oh, you can't talk to me like that. I'm your fiance. Really? Right. So now
he's a fiance.
Now I'm your fiance. Okay, cool. Boom. So all of that goes on. He mashes up the table. He gets vexed. Yep. Understandably so. Yep. Boom. Right. Yep. Then she decides, you know what? Fine.
Where's the villainy?
What? You haven't seen it start yet? Okay. Right. Okay. Cool. Right. So, all right. So then, fast forward a day. Right. She decides now. You know what? She's gonna meet up with Jack, and she's gonna take this diamond that this dude gave to her, right, as a token of his love and affection for her. And she tells Jack, "Yo, paint me wearing this, only this." Right? And then after Jack draws her in that necklace, naked and everything, right? She takes that and she says, I'm going to leave this as a souvenir for Cal. What did Cal do to you? That's, yo, what the hell, yo? What the hell? Yo, what the jail? Right? Okay, cool. Then they
There's
still
more.
go, and they still together, both of them put Rose on a boat to go down to safety. And Rose jumps back on the boat like a bloops, right? Like a yam, right? Okay, cool, right? And then you fast forward all the way. And then she says, right? Imagine it. She has a diamond the whole time. She didn't even realize. She met the girl's grandfather, right? Her granddaughter's grandfather got married and things. She said, "Oh, I never even told your grandfather about. I'm so proud. Never told your grandfather about Jack. Jack is the real love of my life. Your grandfather was just a holding stop, right?" And then in the end of the movie, she still takes this diamond, right,
and throws it in the water,
and throws it in the water, right? And then still, James Cameron has the audacity to let this girl die in the end of the movie and meet Jack on the Titanic. Shame.
All right, to add to her villainy, let's not forget she left Jack in the water.
Yes. She said, I'll never let you go.
There was more than enough room for both of them to fit.
Come on, man. Rose.
That piece of lumber.
Rose selfish, man. And she spat on the guy's face when he was trying to help her.
You're very passionate about this, P.
Yeah, but I understood why she spat on the guy's face. But
yeah, I mean, I was.
And she punched the other guy in the nose, the steward guy in the nose.
Yeah.
But she's not nice, bro. They tried to make it like Cal was a villain, but Cal was just a dude that was
promised. He was promised something and he never got it.
And he never got it. And he did everything to try, not just to say, oh, I own this. He tried as best to appease and be like, hey, I understand, but you will grow to love me. I'm pretty sure you will, you know, booba booba. And she was just like, man, I found a pretty boy and I'm going to show you, bro. There ain't no internet, ain't no Facebook, Instagram, or X, formerly known as Twitter, but you're going to hold this piece of papyrus paper in your safe.
Wow. That's all you're going to get from me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's all you're gonna get from me.
Right.
A naked picture of me holding the diamond that you gave me.
Yes.
That is true villainy.
That's true villainy. Sad.
All right. Okay, Pete. I appreciate that quick synopsis.
Right.
All right. All right, guys. That was not sports, but it was very entertaining. P always has a segment where he goes off on his own rant, and you just have to let him.
That's the only way I agree to do these things. You gotta give me my own 3-minute rant.
But if there's one thing we must say, we have to have P back on the show because his insight, for lack of a better word at the moment, is unquestionably needed on the show from time to time. Because I don't need it every week.
Yeah, and you know what? Next time I'm gonna put up my name with my handle. I see you got Demigod Chronicles there. I was like, oh shucks. I didn't put Mr. Toussaint, MR2 SAINT. I didn't put that up there. I should have. Mr. Toussaint. I should have.
Yeah, so next time you come back, we'll be sure to
see you guys tomorrow.
Well, we'll be back next week. So will you be here next week, P?
Hopefully, man. If I'm invited, I'll be very happy to be.
I mean,
here.
always free to come by if you're free. Just to let us know. And
actually, I? You know what? When I would like to come back, I would like to come back for the
after
second
the playoffs.
Round. Yeah, that's the beginning of the second round, so that I can look back at these predictions that I made.
So that's going to be not next week, but the week after.
Fair enough.
Right? Because I think next week will still be in the first round.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think some sweeps may have happened by that time.
Yeah. Suns, Lakers,
and the Cavs.
And the Cavs, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's the three. All right, guys. Just want to say thank you again to P for joining us tonight. You did a good job of taking the spot of Atway tonight, even though Atway is still here in the background, just talking straight through. He's still talking, but he just can't be on camera today. So thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate you guys always joining us here at the Collective Bargaining Podcast. I've been your host tonight, Michael Hercules. My co-host, Atway Campbell, not here. He's not here. And as always, Piankhi Toussaint.
Come on.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.